1. Generational wealth. Some people don't start from zero. They start at the finish line. They inherit companies, real estate, investment portfolios, and even networks of powerful connections built over generations. But here's the surprising part. Their biggest challenge isn't becoming rich. It's making sure the family never becomes poor. That's why they focus more on protecting their wealth than multiplying it. Instead of spending millions on luxury, they buy assets that continue producing income for decades. That's how some families have remained wealthy for more than 200 years, while others lost everything within just 2 generations. 2. Self-made wealth. This type is completely different. They started with no inheritance, no family business, no massive bank account, and no one to clear the path for them. All they had was a skill, an idea, or a single opportunity they decided to seize. Their journey is much harder, but they gain something that can never be inherited. Experience. Today, most of the world's billionaires didn't inherit their fortunes. They built them themselves, one step at a time. 3. Business builders. Most people trade their time for money. Business builders do the opposite. They build systems that keep making money, even when they're not working. A company may begin with one simple idea, but if it solves a problem for millions of people, it can grow into an empire. That's why a company's value isn't measured by how many employees it has, but by how many people depend on its products or services. And that's exactly why entrepreneurs dominate the list of the world's richest people. 4. The tech-rich 30 years ago. Building a massive fortune required factories, thousands of employees, and huge amounts of capital. Today, one person with a computer can build a company used by hundreds of millions of people. That's the power of technology. A single piece of software can be sold to millions without the second copy costing an extra $1. That's why some of the largest fortunes in history were created over the last few decades. 5. The real estate rich. While everyone else is chasing the next big opportunity, some people simply buy land and wait because they understand one simple truth. Land is one of the few things no one can create. Real estate may seem slow, but it's powered by time. The property's value can increase while generating rental income at the same time. That means the investor earns in 2 different ways. And that's why real estate has remained one of the most reliable paths to wealth throughout history. 6. From fame to fortune. Fame doesn't make people rich, it simply opens the door. Actors, musicians, and content creators can earn millions very quickly, but fame can disappear just as fast. That's why the smartest celebrities turn their audience into businesses, brands, and investments, because audiences change. But a successful business can continue generating profits for decades. 7. The rich athletes have something most people don't, the ability to earn millions at a very young age. But they also face a major problem. Time is against them. Most athletic careers are over before the age of 40. That's why the smartest athletes don't rely only on their contracts. They invest while they're still playing, so their money keeps working long after retirement. The game eventually ends, but smart investments can last a lifetime. 8. The investor rich. This type doesn't need to invent a product or build a company. All they need is the ability to make good decisions. They buy ownership in great businesses, then let time do the rest. While everyone else watches stock prices every day, real investors watch the years, because they know wealth isn't built in a week. It's built through compounding over decades.